Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. If you enjoy the content of this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I used to eat fast and processed food regularly, but during the last 18 months, I have eliminated them completely from my diet. Instead, I have discovered amazing flavor of fruit and vegetables. The most important thing is that I know they are good for me. In this video, I'm going to show you a vegan fried rice. This is definitely not an exaggeration that this fried rice is truly amazing. Now I can resist fast food because I find much better flavor in food that are fresh. I think probably the most important thing is now I know how to construct flavor that I enjoy. The flavor of this vegan fried rice is constructed by using fresh, natural ingredients as well as using different kinds of seasonings. This fried rice has 8 different kinds of fresh vegetable ingredients. Each of them contribute to the complexity of the flavor and texture of this fried rice. Despite the complexity of this fried rice, it actually only takes 20 minutes to prepare thanks to prepping in advance. The inclusion of some of the ingredients are by design. However, some other ingredients are included because of necessity. Some of the ingredients just need to be used up. This is the advantage of template-based cooking because it provides a lot of room for adjustment. This vegan fried rice is constructed to highlight the following 4 ingredients: cauliflower, broccoli, red cabbage, and portobello mushroom. The other 3 ingredients serve as supplemental roles. They are garlic, scallion, and carrot. Since I have most of the ingredients already prepped in advance, so getting everything ready only takes me about 10 minutes. Cauliflower is the main ingredient of this fried rice. The reason is because I have a lot of them and I need to use them up. Prepping in advance truly has many advantages, and one of the most important one is that food after they prep, particularly cauliflower, they actually have a longer shelf life. When I prep the cauliflower, I cut them to the size best for stir fry. But for fried rice, I'm going to cut them smaller so they can blend better with other ingredients in the fried rice. The broccoli is in the same situation, so I also cut them to the size for the fried rice. Another ingredient I decide to highlight in this fried rice dish is red cabbage, and I have a little bit left, so I'm going to add to the fried rice. Once you become accustomed to prepping in advance, you will know what are the ingredients to keep on hand to provide you with the flexibility that you need. The last ingredients I'm going to get ready for the fried rice is portobello mushroom. I'm also going to cut them to the size that allow them to blend into the fried rice with other ingredients. In summary, I have selected cauliflower as the primary ingredients for this vegan fried rice. But for the secondary ingredients, I have selected broccoli, red cabbage, and portobello mushroom. And then I also found some carrot in the refrigerator. So I grated half cup of carrot to add to the fried rice to provide both flavor, texture, and color. Lastly, I discovered almost 3 cups of chopped scallion in the refrigerator. They are ready to go south, so I better use them up. So now this vegan fried rice has started to take shape. But I want to again emphasize the advantage of template-based cooking. It provides you a lot of room and flexibility to make changes based on what you have available. Because I have most of the things prepped in advance, I have all the ingredients laid out and ready to go in less than 10 minutes. The last thing I need is to make sure that I have some cooked rice in the refrigerator ready to be used. As you can see, the rice is not the major ingredient of this fried rice. It is the vegetables, making it both flavorful and nutritional. This vegan fried rice has many advantages. First is its nutritional value. It is rich in fiber and low in calories. The complex flavor of this fried rice make it become much more easy to satiate. Therefore, it is great for weight control. Cooking this fried rice is based on the other fried rice templates that I have shown before. The only difference is that because it's a vegan fried rice with the omission of eggs. This fried rice is a significant portion, so it is best to use a 14-inch wok. First, I spot season the wok. If you are not familiar with this method, please see my video on this spot seasoning technique. It is very simple. I basically heat up the wok and then I add oil to it. And I heat the oil until it starts to smoke slightly. And then I turn the heat to low and I let the oil to smoke for another 15 seconds. And this is the time when the wok is being seasoned. I start out by adding 1 tablespoon of minced garlic to the wok before I add the rice. I added 2 cups of cooked rice. And then I use a hamburger meat chopper to break up the rice. Once I have dispersed the rice, I add 1 cup of chopped scallions. I leave the other 1 cup for later. I stir fry the content for about 60 seconds. At this time, I noticed that some of the food has stuck to the bottom of the wok, and I use my wok spatula to dislodge them. I am a strong proponent for using a stainless steel wok spatula for the simple reason that it can be used as a scraper to clean the wok as you cook. I next add the cauliflower to the wok, and I cook the cauliflower for about 2 minutes, stir frying it regularly so that it reaches the desired texture. During this period of cooking, I adjust the heat setting regularly, make sure that it is hot enough, but it is not too hot that will lead to things to burn to the bottom of the wok. Again, I use the wok spatula as a scraper to dislodge any food particles might have got stuck to the bottom of the wok. After the cauliflower reach the texture that I want, I then add the broccoli. The broccoli takes less time to cook, and that's the reason I do not add it together with the cauliflower. I stir fry the broccoli for about 60 seconds, and I then taste test it to make sure it is the texture that I want. Next, I add the red cabbage. I add it later because I want the red cabbage to be just lightly cooked. I stir fry the content for another 60 seconds. I then add the remaining chopped scallion to the wok, and I stir fry all the content for another 40 seconds. The next vegetable to go in is the portobello mushroom, which takes the least amount of time to cook. I do not like mushroom that is overcooked. I like to have the mushroom that retain its distinct flavor as well as texture. Therefore, it is important to add them toward the end. In this way, I will make sure that they have retained the texture that I want. The grated carrot is the last ingredient to be added. I want to maintain its vivid color. As you can see, by now the wok is getting pretty full, and that's the reason why it is much better to have a 14-inch wok. Also, it is important to have a stainless steel wok spatula. It is far more efficient and effective in stir frying when the wok is full. Next comes the time to season the wok. I'm going to show you how I season it to give you a point of reference. I start out with lemon pepper and followed by paprika, garlic powder, cumin, and ginger powder. I do not follow a rigid amount. It's very much based on who I'm cooking for and how I feel like at the time. Again, I want to emphasize this is the benefit of template-based cooking because it allows you to make adjustments anytime you want. I store my seasonings in an Indian spice box known as masala daba. This is a wonderful way to keep your spices and herbs because it gives you quick access. After mixing it briefly, the dish is ready to serve. Now all you have to do is do a taste test. Depending whom I'm cooking for, I always make minor adjustments to suit the people who will be eating this dish. For this occasion, I'm going to add some oyster sauce and hoisin sauce because the people who will be dining with me like strong and intense flavor. With template-based cooking, it provides you a powerful tool because in making this vegan fried rice, I use the same template, which early on I used this template to make an Italian meatball fried rice. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the like icon button below if you find this video useful to you. This will help me to reach a greater audience. Thank you for watching. See you next time.